We're going to be taking photographs of our sculpture, which is right here. And we need to make a backdrop that looks even because we don't want to have a backdrop that has a lot of distraction in it. So one quick way you can kind of make a backdrop is to get a paper bag and cut it along the side. I'll try to do this as quickly as possible. So that you can open it up so that you create, you might have to cut the bottom off just a little bit, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to make it so that we have one big piece of paper. I'm just going to cut this, I don't know if you can see here. I'm going to cut this along the edge. All you really have to cut is like 3 edges so that you can open up the paper bag and you can create kind of a nice surface to put your photo on. The other thing, or to take your photo. The important thing is we have enough in the background that when we put the sculpture on it, we'll see just the paper bag. So I'm going to cut another one because I think I'm going to need 2, and I'll show you the results in a minute. So just to show you, here is my second paper bag, and I've changed the orientation so I have a wider area to shoot against because we're going to want to get a bunch of different angles of our structure to make it interesting. So using 2 paper bags, you're creating the background and you're creating sort of the foreground ground part and then the background so that it's all one color. You could also do this with a piece of fabric as long as it has no prints on it and it's a solid color. The point is that we don't want to make it, we don't want the background to distract from our structure. We want the structure to be the most important part. When we take the picture of our structure, we're going to want to get down low and sort of try to take it at eye level. So I'm going to take a photo here, and I'm going to also maybe try to get a little bit of an angle and take another picture here. Now I'm trying to make sure that I have the whole image of the structure in the frame and nothing else. You can see that there's a little bit of the bottom showing here, but I can crop that out. So I want you to sort of take some photos from some different angles. Now on this view, you can see that right here, I have some background. So I'm gonna have to move my structure forward a little bit before I take this picture, because you can see right over in this area, that's creating a distraction. I want that to be brown instead. So now here I have a better angle, but this little piece is popping up and that's going to be in the way. So I'm going to have to use a little piece of tape to hold that down. So here's the area that was popping up a little bit, and I've taken a piece of tape and I've rolled it onto itself, and now I'm just going to stick it under there, and I'm going to push down so that it holds there. And now I can get underneath and I can take a better and more dramatic picture of my photo without that bump there.